Hey! I'm kind of scary. Not actually. I'm really hyper, and I'm really peppy, and I'm really friendly because I love everybody. Humanity, I love you so much. I scare people, and I don't mean to. It's just sometimes I make noises to express how I'm feeling at the moment. There was a driver's ed class happening in my school, and there were kids from the school over coming to take the class in ours. I should probably take driver's. I'm 18. I've never touched a car. No, literally, like when I get in a car, someone else is driving, I kind of levitate about this high off the ground, off the seat. Kind of levitate about this high off the seat when I'm. Anyway, so I walked out of my classroom. This was right when school was ending. There was just a crap ton of these kids. I don't know who they were. They were from a different school, and they didn't know me. And they were like, whoa, she's rather eccentric. But that's fine, because that's what most people think, even if they do know me. So I was kind of making my way through this throng of 16-year-old children. You're like 2 years younger than me, it's fine. It's a giant gap at this. It's a giant gap. So I kind of was maneuvering my way through these people, and there's this bench that I always sit on. It was directly across from the lecture hall where the driver's ed happens, but this bench, I always nap on it because I really like sleeping. I have insomnia, and for some reason, I can fall asleep anywhere, but not in my bed at night when I'm tired. It's the one time I can't sleep. I walk over, there's like just a bunch of guys, I don't know, sitting there, and like on top of each other's laps and just taking up so much, just the entire thing was filled, and I got slightly frustrated because I was like, wow, I wanted to sit there. So I kind of have my spiky backpack on. So many spikes. People get scared of that. But they're squishy. You can poke them. There's a bunch of guys just sitting on the bench. And I get kind of frustrated. So I grab my bag. I just kind of slip it off one shoulder and just kind of glared at them from under my. I wasn't even glaring at them. I was actually looking at the arm of the bench because that was the only free space available. I think they thought I was glaring at all of them. And I let out my exasperated noise. I don't realize I'm doing these noises until they kind of jumped. And I went, and I walked right next to the bench. I kind of slammed my bag down because I was like, come on, I wanted a nap. I wanted to sit. I had to wait for someone because I accidentally stole their book. I had to give it back. I knew they were going to be there. But, and I walk away. And I turn the corner. The corner's really near to the bench, so they can't see me. And I just hear, like, these hilarious gangsta guys. Like, their pants were far too low. I could see, like, the bottom of their boxers. I could see their legs, their bare legs. Boxers, bare legs, then pants. It was horrible. Oh, white gangsters. Anyway, I'm so ADD today. I walked by and I heard just these guys like, dude, man, she scared the shit out of me, man. Did you hear that? I thought she was gonna eat me. Oh, what the fuck was it? They laughed a little. They started laughing, like laughing it off. We're cool. It's okay. Kind of started making fun of me, like, she's a fucking demon. Can I say those words on the internet? Oh no. Sorry. And I kind of heard this, so I proceeded to walk backwards around the corner, pivot, face them directly. I just stared at them. Not for very long, I just kind of went. Until they completely stopped talking and stared at me. Then I walked away. I kind of hid like behind the corner. They didn't make a single sound. They said nothing. I waited there for like a good 30 seconds before I like went around another corner, so I don't know. They probably did talk, but I just I came back, and they all like I came back a couple minutes later to get my bag, and they saw me and they were, just look away, just don't talk about it. And I sit down because I'm still waiting for my friend, so I decided to sit directly next to their feet. I was sitting there, and then the school bell rang, so class ended, and they were like, oh, okay. But then there was an actual class taking place in the lecture hall, and they all kind of filed out, and one of my friends was there, and she went, Julia! And I went, oh my god! And she ran over and hugged me, and I went, hugs! I love hugs! And my incredibly high-pitched voice, and I was like, oh yay, how are you? And she's like, oh, I'm good. And we had this little back and forth. The guys sitting on the bench next to me were even more terrified than when I growled. I proceeded to, after they actually had class, my friend was in that class, I proceeded to walk in their class. They all stared at me. I ran up to my friend and went, hug! And he got up and gave me a hug, and then I just left the room. I don't actually, I'm sure things are happening right now. I'm sure there's people talking. That's fine. I should really shut up. This happened the last time I did this. I go on rants because my life isn't very interesting. Except that most people would argue that yes, your life is way too interesting. You are gonna get killed very soon. Not by us, but we have a feeling. We know. I need sleep.